It's a heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Mayfield to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Godwin, the motion man. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. To the sideline and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 28. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins, and they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Baker going to give it to Irving. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And thus far the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And some space here. Down to the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 44 yards. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Otten on the out route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Mayfield on play action. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mayfield looks to throw. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 38, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Shepard goes in motion. Mayfield now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Irving. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In motion right, Evans. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. A trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Evans. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. On the handoff, this is Irving. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton taking it in. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a handoff to Irving. Taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
They go play action. Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, Irving running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Shepard will go in motion right.
To throw, Mayfield. And fights him off. This is caught by Evans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
A run with Irving.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Give to P. Ryan on the option.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Fourteen-yard line, 2nd and 11. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they, they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.